Welcome to Doppelgangers TV, and this week we're gonna be cooking. Let's get it. I'm Chef Doppel, and this is my partner, Chef Ganger. And we welcome you to Cooking with the Doppelgangers. And today we're going to be making a very tantalizing peanut butter jelly sandwich. And we're going to couple that off with a breathtaking and succulent hot beverage. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to be making is the peanut butter and jam sandwich. And how do we do that, Chef? Well, the very first thing you want to do in making such a sandwich, the very first step is the bread, of course. Now, bread is a very versatile, very common piece of staple food that has been sustaining us and our ancestors for hundreds and thousands of years. It has been around since 8000 BC.
Now we like to make our bread homemade. So now we're going to go and get our bread fresh from the oven.
And now we've got our bread,
Fresh from the oven.
just how we like it.
And now that we have the bread out, it's time for the peanut butter. Peanut butter.
Black cat. And of course, we have to remove the bread from the baking tray into the spreading tray. We'll take them one by one.
Careful.
Very delicate process. Now we go for the second one.
Here we go. Easy. And now it is time to slather the peanut butter upon the bread.
That we have made. Now it is important you hold the peanut butter at the right angle. Get those angles right, get those degrees right. You use that math that you learned in primary school. Use Pythagoras theorem and get a chance to actually use it. Get on with it. Now, when you wanna go in straight down and pick up the peanut butter. Get plenty of peanut butter and get some just coming off the side. You grab your bread, you get your 90-degree angle, and you start. First, you put a lot of it down one spot, and you start moving around. Just move around. There we go. That is indeed the stuff. You see everything, you see the technique, you see the flick of the wrist, and when you're done, you take it out, you grab your lids, just give it a little fumble for that extra pizzazz, for that extra flavor, and then you close the peanut butter. Make sure you close it nice and tight to keep it nice, smooth, and cream.
And now that we're done with the peanut butter, we move on to step 3, the jam. Now we like to use Southwood strawberry jam, best kind of jam out there. Of course, you can use other kinds of jam such as apricot, which I highly don't recommend, as well as
Nachi,
yes,
mixed fruit, mixed berry,
speak on it.
all the kinds of berries.
Oh yes. Now you need to hold the knife once again at a 90-degree angle. Scoop out your strawberry jam and slather that on some bread. Pick up the bread and just slather back and forth. You need to make sure you get enough jam on the bread, and it has to hit all 4 corners of the bread, north, east, west, and south. Now, you need a little bit more jam here, so it just takes a bit more, and you just put that on top, and make sure you hit the corners of the bread, because you do not want to bite into a corner and it's dry. And he is done.
And now that you have both sides of your bread peanut buttered and jammed, you have to bring them together to form a union, which will then be the sandwich. So you take your 2 slices, make sure you're underneath both of them the right way, and you just remember your technique. Just bring them together, make sure it's nice, give it a little drop at the bottom, and then lay it flat.
Next thing you need to do is cut it diagonally for that professional finish.
Get in, cut. And then
We have the peanut butter jam sandwich.
And now we're gonna make our succulent, tantalizing hot beverage. Of course, you need to make sure that you have your mug. We prefer the Batman mug, the mug for the man on the go.
And now when you make the tantalizing, succulent beverage, you need to start off with boiling some water. And now that we're done boiling the water,
You take the water and you put it aside.
then you pull out your chamomile tea.
By Eve. So now, with the chamomile tea, it's important you open it right. There is a slit at the top. You just rip that partially, and then you just rip it a bit more, like that, and then you take it out. What a big boy.
You take that and you just go ahead and plop it down into your mug.
You take your kettle, chef,
Chef.
and you pour it in. Notice his technique. Notice how he doesn't overextend on his joints, nor his elbow, nor his particular adductor. Chef. Put the water, you put it back aside.
And you just have to take your little tea bag,
Dunk it in. Bounce, 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 bounce. Air, bounce.
I need to let it brew for about 2 to 5 minutes.
Now, thank you for joining us today on.
Cooking with the Doppelgangers.
Now, we hope you learned something valuable today.
And you can make this meal yourself.
Now, please
Like,
comment
share,
and subscribe.
and goodbye.